Does the country listed on this plate still matter in 2025? For years, the shortcut was pretty simple: German for absolute glory and Asian for best value. Of course, over the last several years, parts and machining have truly globalized. So in today's video, we're gonna be exploring just that. Do brands and the country they're built in still really matter when it comes to selection? And if so, why? Back in the 1920s, virtually all pianos were built in either North America or Europe. But following World War II, it didn't really take that long for Asian builders to become major exporters due to their low cost advantage versus those European and North American builders. However, the gap in quality, it was massive, particularly compared to West German and top-end North American builders. So, country of origin became a rather large factor in a piano's quality. By the 1990s, globalization and the fall of the Iron Curtain and China's emergence as a manufacturing hub began to change that picture, albeit slowly. While Japan offered reliable value, pianos from these other areas were quite a bit more risky for buyers. That became associated with low cost and low quality. As we fast forward to, say, the 2020s, precision manufacturing is high almost everywhere, notably in China and Southeast Asia. Casting, machining, and metallurgy have narrowed the parts gap dramatically. So on paper, a lot of spec sheets start to look closer than they ever have. So as the parts of piano building that require top-level human expertise shrinks, more of the entry level and mid-range begins to kind of look and sound the same. Does that mean then that the country of origin debate is no longer relevant? Not exactly. For that last 10% of performance, it still isn't about milling accuracy. It's about human craft in regions with really long traditions and well-run niche companies. Before we go on, let's just take a quick moment and thank you all for tuning into today's video. Some of you are already subscribed to the channel, but according to the analytics, more than half of you are not, and we would love to change that. We've been working super hard behind the scenes to create a whole new subscriber experience, and we're going to be rolling that out very, very soon. So thank you so much for your support and helping to grow the channel. It really helps us to keep bringing you weekly piano content. Now, let's get back to the video. The higher up you go, the more country of origin really does still matter, because handwork dominates those nuanced outcomes. In this tier, German and Eastern European pianos lean on a really deep knowledge of wood selection, meticulous hammer building, and multi-stage voicing. And there's exhaustive action regulation. You get this tonal complexity and bloom that keeps opening as you lean into it a little bit more. With Japanese high-end instruments, they are bringing an extraordinary consistency and mechanical refinement, which is one of the things that I think they've really pushed the entire industry towards. And increasingly, I think a truly unique tone and an expansive versatility. And I'd argue that this was really ushered in with the Shigeru Kawai series from Kawai Pianos. Now, where Yamaha has, I think, continued to focus on clean and kind of cutting tone, which continues to win accolades in the studio and contemporary settings, the Shigeru Kawais have focused on multi-layered warmth and complexity that makes solo playing and classical performance a total journey of musical discovery. Now, American origin pianos, especially the legacy brands like Steinway and maybe to a lesser extent Mason and Hamlin, carry a distinct tonal palette and to an extent a cultural pull just because of their prominence in pop culture. There's a mid-bass power strongly informed by a lot of maple in the rim and some specific voicing strategies. For sure, here's a myth that just needs to go. German is always worth it, and Chinese or Indonesian is just there to save money. That truly is just 1990s or 2000 era thinking that's still kind of just hanging on. Let's admit it, modern Chinese metallurgy and manufacturing prowess is really the top of the game. So plate casting, rim construction is gonna be really solid. With the piano industry continuing to consolidate, we're gonna see a lot of shared OEM environments. We're gonna see global part sourcing and a lot of tight quality control really across brands and even sharing some of those quality control processes. So design and preparation often matter more than the flag flying in front of the company, especially in the mid-tier. So bottom line, at the top end, Origin is a strong proxy for tonal philosophy, finishing depth, and overall quality. In the entry and mid-tiers is just one factor amongst many, and often not the deciding one. Start with sound and feel, and then let Origin serve as, say, a tiebreaker instead of a rule. If you're an advanced student or a working professional or, say, a committed hobbyist who hears really small changes in color and feel, or if you're buying with kind of an heirloom or trophy mindset. In those cases, Origin is a quick signal for tonal quality and craft tradition. So in 2025, the country and company that the piano is made from still very much matters when you're buying the very best. As always, thanks so much for watching. My name is Stu Harrison. This has been Merriam Pianos on YouTube. Hope to see you soon, and take care till then.